Hey guys, Tony here. Welcome back to the video. Today, guys, we're going to be doing a Minecraft commentary, but I'm going to be playing on a server called Melon Cloud. Now, Melon Cloud is a small server. Like, if you go right up here, you can probably, I think you can see my mouse. You should be able to see my mouse. Play.meloncloud.net. The IP to the server will be down in the description below, and it's a great server. It's actually a chill server. Like, you know, they have a Discord server. In fact, link to their Discord server and their IP. The IP for the Minecraft server will be down in the description below as well. And like I mentioned before, it's actually a very laid-back server. They have a bunch of cool plugins. They have jobs, economy. They have random crate drops. They have, you know, the /fly command for everybody, /ender chest. They have a marry plugin, so if couples decide to play the server, you can even marry people, or even if you just want to marry your friends, just because it'd be a fun little thing in game to say, oh yeah, I married someone in Minecraft, then you can. You absolutely can, and it's a very chill server. They have, you know, some rules like no harassment, no bullying, that kind of stuff. You know, your average, you know, rules for a Minecraft server, you know, basically just treat everyone with kindness and respect, and, you know, they're very chill and relaxed on, like, kind of, you know, swears and stuff like that. But even so, don't go blatantly breaking the rules on the server. Yes, they're more laid back than other servers are about, you know, rule breaking, but please, even if you go play the server, do not break the rules on purpose. Just don't. Just be respectful of the staff and others on the server, other players, because this is supposed to be a laid-back server where you can go and just, you know, have a fun time, hang out, very nonchalant, laid-back server to play on. But on the other hand, they do have some, you know, legitimate rules that should be in effect, and you should follow them. Just because it's laid back does not give you free reign to wreak havoc and be the bringer of chaos. Just never should in general. But that's besides the point. I am doing a commentary while playing on this server. And the commentary I'm going to be talking about today is, well, it's kind of hard. It's what I've been struggling with lately and why I haven't been posting videos, even though I said I've been going to be posting videos. And that's mainly because of the fact that, well, my cousin, who I was really close to since we were like little tiny toddlers, she was younger than me. She was 19 years old, and she passed away in her sleep, unfortunately. And you know, it was completely unexpected. And I've just been taking time away from YouTube and, you know, learning in my trying to get my certifications in technology, just more certifications in technology than I already have, just because, you know, I've been trying to cope with the loss of someone who I was so, like, close to. You know, we talked about everything together. We helped each other through everything. And it pains me to know that I can never talk to her again. You know, it used to be so much so that when I got my first job ever, even though it was working retail at a Target in the state of Maine, you know, I called her, jumping up and down, so excited, you know, talking in a really high-pitched voice, just saying, I'm really thankful that I got this job, you know. And that's the thing. When you get your first job, you realize that it's not easy to make money, and it gives you a whole new respect for your parents and what they do for a living, and how they were able to provide for you. Because let me tell you, working a job and having to provide for yourself, and, you know, once you have your own money, you realize how precious money is, and that it, in fact, does not grow in trees. Like your parents told you, money does not grow in trees, and it gives you a whole new appreciation of everything. But with that said, you know, I've been taking time to cope with it and my emotions, and it's been really hard. You know, I've always preached about the fact that, you know, mental health is just as important as physical health. You know, I think it's time that I take my own advice, that I take time and to take care of my own mental health. You know, it's time that I take my own advice and bite the bullet and start my own journey down my path to, you know, finding out who I truly am and, you know, figuring out what I want to do in life, you know, that kind of thing. I just want to take time to, you know, take care of myself. You know, I've always, you know, liked to help others, that kind of thing, but there comes a point in your life when you realize, you know, so much has happened, you're so overwhelmed that you just need to take a step back and take care of yourself first. And while helping others is important, and it's a great way to feel great about yourself, in order for that way, in order for that to work both ways, you also have to take time away from helping others to help yourself work through tough times, emotions that you don't really want to deal with. And so I just want to talk about my cousin for a little bit. Up on screen right now is a picture of the picture that we took together 3 years ago. In fact, it was just a little over 3 years ago. We took that after we got done swimming at a lake one day. And she sent me that picture. She found it on her Facebook page because it popped up as a memory. And she basically saved it to her phone and sent it to me through text message to an iMessage. Literally just roughly 2 weeks before she passed. And looking back at that makes me question how I could ever take anything for granted ever again. Because you don't realize how much you take for granted. You don't realize you're taking something for granted until that thing is gone from your life. And that's the sad thing. That's truly the sad thing. But, you know, that's why we need to take a step back and appreciate even the little things in life. Like, you know, you got to wake up in the morning, you know, you got to have coffee, or, you know, you got to go to work, you know, be thankful that you have a roof over your head, that you have a bed to sleep in, you know, you have food to drink, you have food to drink, you have food to eat, and that you have fresh drinking water, safe drinking water. Because people in countries like Africa, a lot of the third world countries, unfortunately, and it's very sad, they don't have access to fresh, safe drinking water. And that's really honestly very sad and disheartening to me, because while us people here in America take, you know, clean drinking water for granted, there are people who are drinking unsafe water, and it's caused them to get very, very sick and ill and possibly even die from parasites and stuff like that in third world countries, because they don't have access to clean water, nor do they have access to healthy food, so they're also starving over there. And that's not just a problem in third world countries either. There are kids in America who are starving. There are kids in, you know, more advanced countries, not like, you know, there are parts of Africa that are like really advanced, you know, really well developed, and then again there are parts that are not, like small, like little villages. They don't have access to basic medicine, basic, you know, medical care. You know, that kind of stuff. Safe drinking water. You know, a hot meal on their table every night. And there are places like that in America too. Way too often I hear people talk about, you know, how people in third world countries are starving. Well, that is true and really disheartening. It's also happening here in the US and in other well-developed countries too. And so we take even these little tiny things in life for granted. And we don't realize how much we take for granted until those things we take for granted are no longer part of our lives. Whether that's a person, a pet, or, you know, let's say food on our table every single night, you know, a roof over our head, you know, a job, you know, a car to drive, you know, a way to get around, you know, being able to walk on your own, being able to breathe on your own, being able to move on your own. We take all of these things for granted, and we don't even realize it in the moment. And that's why I really, really feel like, you know, I wanted to take a step back after my cousin died, just to appreciate the small things in my life. You know, the fact that I have a roof over my head, the fact that I have food on my table, access to safe drinking water, you know, the fact that I am blessed to have a family and friends who care about me, the fact that I'm so blessed to be able to have all of these amazing things in my life that others just don't have. And I just wanted to take time after she passed away to really step back and, you know, take a step back and process things and really come to terms of all the things that I was taking for granted in my life up to that point. And, you know, stop whatever I was doing with YouTube, stop all this kind of stuff, just to take a step back, look at it from a different perspective, and really appreciate the small things in life. And this is why I haven't been posting very much. So this is the first video, guys, I'm going to be doing on the server Melon Cloud. Now, I usually record my voice separately from the gameplay, but I'm recording the gameplay as I am talking into the Audacity program. So again, the IP is up on the screen, play.meloncloud.net. IP is in the description, along with the link to their Discord. Thank you guys for watching, and if you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. And I really hope that this video helped. If you're struggling with things like putting things into perspective, taking things for granted in your life, I hope that this video can help you also get perspective, like I was able to get perspective. I hope you guys can do the same. And if you're struggling, in life, with emotions, with things going on in your life, it may seem like nobody wants to listen, nobody wants to talk, but trust me, there are people out there that want to talk. And if you say, well, I have friends, but none as good as yours seem to be, well, I have a thing for you, a tip for you. Be a good friend, and good friends will find you. Pay it forward, pay good things, do good things for people, whether that's holding the door open for someone at a grocery store, or helping someone carry something into a building, helping someone cross the street if they are having trouble, especially if they're elderly, or, just doing things you can do to help people. Just pay it forward, because those little things paying forward can lead to those insanely good friendships that can lead you to have a relationship with those good friends, who then in turn you can turn to for support when when you're going through rough times in your life. And even if there's therapists, there's people you can talk to. Heck, if you're in a coffee shop and someone sees you having a good day and they ask if you're okay, ask them if you can have a minute of their time to say, I was wondering if you could give me some a different perspective on something that I'm experiencing in my life. And they may say no, they may say yes, but keep trying to talk to people until someone listens, because I guarantee you, someone out there will listen, and somebody out there cares. And if you're struggling with any thoughts of hurting yourself or others, I will have linked down in the description below for hotlines you can call and for people you can get support with, because it's very important that you help others, but it's also very important that you yourself get help from others when you're going through rough times, because we're all human. Not a single human on this planet can go through everything in life on their own. Nobody is meant to go through everything in life on their own. That's why there's therapists, that's why there's hotlines, because there truly are people out there that care and that want to listen. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Again, IP for this server and the link to their Discord server will be down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.